All right, let's give you a live look again. Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida. That's where the former president spent hours immediately after learning of this indictment. He's not held a public event since his 2024 campaign kickoff rally in Waco, Texas last weekend. Chief Washington correspondent Blake Berman is live. And Blake, we spoke right after this happened yesterday. What else have you learned in the past 24 hours when it comes to Trump?
Yeah, Nichole, this was a frenetic couple hours yesterday afternoon, and really rightfully so when you think about it, as this was an unprecedented moment politically and legally in the history of this country. I want to walk you through some of the emotions as we now know it, how this all unfolded. Of course, the news of that indictment coming down around 5:30 on the East Coast yesterday afternoon. Donald Trump, we were told, was initially upset and shocked at that decision. But from that point on, as it is described, he was ready to fight what will be an historic legal battle. About an hour, half an hour later, rather, a source close to the president says it was chaos at that time as they were trying to figure out how to respond. But then around 6:15, the former president put out that lengthy statement saying he was the victim of, quote unquote, political persecution. The former president's White House communications director, Anthony Scaramucci, telling Chris Cuomo that Trump is expressing angst.
Trump is telling people privately, Chris, that he's very upset about this indictment. He's not pretending, oh, this is going to lead to a landslide victory for him or anything like that. He's upset about it. He does not want to be indicted. OK, he always thinks about his dad. He's got to be saying to himself, what would my dad be thinking about this, that I'm about to be arraigned in the city that he once loved, New York City?
Donald Trump, Nichole, did make somewhat of a public appearance last night, I guess you could say, as he was also seen at his Mar-a-Lago resort. He was there having dinner with his wife, Melania Trump, mingling with the guests there as well. Of course, Mar-a-Lago is private, so general public couldn't go, per se. But he was out and about yesterday after this news, Nichole.
All right, so of course, this is all about the former president. How are the current president and administration treating this indictment?
Over here at the White House, they are trying to stay away from this thing as far as possible, Nichole. When I first reached out to the White House yesterday as the news was breaking, they were not commenting on this at all. We saw President Biden first thing earlier this morning as he left the White House to go tour Mississippi with the First Lady. And he was asked about this several times by reporters. And as you will see here, he did not want to speak about it. Watch.
Your reaction to President Trump's indictment? Are you worried this will further divide our country, the indictment? I have no comment on that.
By the way, Nichole, the White House says they were made aware of the news just like everyone else through the media reports. They say that's when they first heard of this yesterday afternoon. President Biden was then briefed about the matter by his chief of staff, Jeff Zients.
All right, found out when we all did. Okay, Blake, thank you for that. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.